ways.
Welcome home, Sid.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard of
If the state of our coffers is anything to go by.
And how may I assist you today? What is it that you wish to learn? I have the details here. Study it well, Clive.
She had a man of graver.
Please. Teach me how to fight.
mistakes. Back to the stables, go. Oh, here. Seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Let's try. Back to sleep with you. Ready, girl? Run like the wind. You deserve a rest.
My blade yet hungers. So do I. Come. Let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over. Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Let's go. Faster!
My carpets have
The most fragrant herbs and
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots!
Good day, my lord. My thanks. Here you are. My thanks. Go with Gilbert.
Come on. Yeah! Good girl. Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine. was one. That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Walooders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Walooders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Walood claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walood shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walood? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Walooder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Here for another of my lectures. Allow me to educate you. Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true.
Good. don't just stand there gawping. Coin purse weighing you down. Finished, are you?
Blackthorn,
What is it?
I wanted to tell you that
Drink.
I'll try to...
Back, are ya? Well, Sancfordian, do you? And? Clive? What do you want? That it? Fine.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally.
It has.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates, I need to know.
Alas, not even the
But I saw him.
Alas, it seems
A bringer of...
whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, but until I...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home.
Just spreading...
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. Well, when you do, she's been going at it at...
Very well. I'll suggest it.
fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
Good day to you.
It's all but spent. The crystals we get from the
We had to dig a new set.
Ah, Clive. Your timing...
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shat rustlings in the... It may be no more. Given what I hope...
Of course.
You...
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously. Never quit? Or...
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Right. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say? Hey, Torgal. Shall we go and investigate? Good girl. You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive. Fire and flame!
Why were they here?
Good day to you.
Robert Smith. The crystals we get from its
Like the and down and who the
And what?
and I know I mean so I got with and I see our woo. My friends.
The finest.
Take a sniff, good sir. Rejoice.
I'll see what I...
That or... Yeah! Be safe.
Excuse me.
What do you... Time? Right. You... What?
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then. Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
The finest fabrics.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the...
Though I worry you might have...
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's.
visitors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
It hasn't been a...
If I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? Sorry, I've got...
And
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
We're seeing troops amass at every border.
Blackthorn.
Hell with it.
It's the mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Go on then.
She said you would know.
Krieger's Teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto.
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Still.
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means, which is where you lot come in. There's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock.
Well, one of us should probably...
And the other can go...
Right then.
Well, make your minds up. You going after the Stardust, then? Which one of these 2 lucky
Otto?
All right, then. Where...
There's a river to...
Oh, no. I'll head down there.
All right.
Used to? He wouldn't do that.
That's the...
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Come on. Faster! Straight home now. Otto.
Oh, I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this... Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool...
Well spotted.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on. You deserve a rest.
How much did you get?
Enough.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see... Here, Clive. Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up.
Right. Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to begin.
Nice to get out and about for.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I can...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be...
Give...
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
No surprises there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Here you are. All done?
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn...
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, will be...
salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid.
Yes.
I'll show you the... Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat.
That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Time to fight.
There you are, Sid. The, ruins are...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Bravo! Gah!
Anybody home? The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble.
Indeed.
All right.
Your work is done, Sid. We'll take care of the rest. Let Mid know she'll have her helm very soon, would you?
We're seeing troops amassing at every corner.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away. Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other, in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obolus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you?
All right.
I have taken the liberty...
Garlic? Are you sure? Looks like the...
Though these so much now.
What?
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research. Now, where's Talia?
And what can I do for you? I'll be here if you need me.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the... Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Oi, don't touch anything. And good riddance.
There's talk at the glass.
What can I interest you in today? Keep fighting the good fight.
Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Fresh cuts. Come and get them. Come. You'll not find a bruised pippin.
Well... Guard, we should get the... bus. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, You haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well... I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
Mid hasn't been.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Meg told me she was building a ship. Well, here.
Let's hear it.
Well, I probably... So, not gave you... Put it off.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
He cracked the crystal too. You joking?
What could be wrong with Torgor? Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to... Trouble with the ledgers. I got your note. It's like no. Is that? Oh, that's that. Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take. I just wanted a new. Thanks. Nice.
No, there's no which can it? This is law and wreck thing. Oh.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgor. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think... She says he's hardly been touching.
And I see no... It... Good.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
I'm being and you get them. I'll eat that. Now after the business.
Or is there any
Denmark?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth a thousand. I know.
I know.
Go.
Because... Well,
don't read now. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do? Calm yourself.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult...
Radim!
Very good.
I'm sorry if I've caused
that. No. He's.
Then I'll.
You.
Want?
I will.
Good girl.
Faster! We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! Nice try.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be done. All right.
I hear I have you to thank. What shall I call?
Wyvern.
For me? Well, Redeem here tells me.
A few moments of your time should suffice.
You're a pick.
A master what?
Oh, Karen drove. It was and is you able? Each saw there's a.
But how do they?
Why they use whetstone? But it is the final stone which lends the blade its a mineral, and that. Wyvern, it occurs to me. Take this, the very and a.
Thank you.
I am. Too many to can is up. Farewell. Ready?
Coming.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interest. No.
A stuck is in bit back cross and pay and that.
Come on. Run like the wind. It's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Torgal, kill! This one. Over here! All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal! Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Lady.
There's talk that the glass gate flooded.
Did you hear? The gate's to heaven.
I want to see you.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc? Still no...
Milady.
Gift? Oh, I thought tell them my...
I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us.
Oh, I doubt...
What?
Look, I don't... This then...
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Yeah!
I can walk from here. Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
No need to ride from here. Here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
So, Molly's left up. Oh, that's... In...
So... Yeah.
No one wants if but it wants snap of them just up.
I'm just
up. Hey, you were. What do you need? What's Sancfordian, dear? Should last you a good while. And?
There. Why don't you let me take a look at that baggie? Or... Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Olympic. Thought we might use it. Ah,
well,
that's this. What? I never.
Think mid. Need some help.
Good. So,
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Ned told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Let go.
Might be I ought not.
Not.
I hear you. Thanks to this lump, I sometimes wonder what I pay.
Oh.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because...
I knew so little about it, but...
Back in equipment. Lucky it ain't for one. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Ah, Clark, were you able to...
We weren't.
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one Icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say, and that number has only grown, as one can but speculate.
He has seemed more...
And if I'm not...
Oh. He's more than an ally. He's a friend.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her. Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. You in a hurry at all, are ya? Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Cid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you. But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Yeah!
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think? Really? Just... Oh, what about this fearsome-looking
Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with each. What? Now, you.
Fly, Ambrosia! I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot! We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
All right!
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Got it.
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend. And it's what?
Good girl.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. Enough of you, are there? Faster! So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
Then we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sambrec.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sambrec.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrec, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Bokla.
Markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast. Good girl.
Yeah!
Time to fight.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. As long as we can wait for the siege to end. Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
They've closed the road to Randalar.
If the siege breaks, they'll need more than this to stop the Imperial legions marching on the capital. Straight home now. Run like the wind. Refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
That's that then.
Hurry, man. I must leave the bloody cruising. Caravan scooping up all this.
If I knew arrivals.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. A fine choice. You've a discerning eye. A fine choice. Farewell.
Out of my sight, Rick. They're
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
This is everything. It must be transported.
What do you think, girl?
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Peaches and pears.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come taste my meat.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Juicy pears.
Ah, Good.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Good.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping...
Do you remember when...
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Here. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So?
I know where. I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than...
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, mate.
All right.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the checkpoint.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes, and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass, and we want to catch whoever's behind.
Is there any other way of getting...
They won't let you in if you're not with the... But the guards will definitely...
So either we find...
All right.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your...
Clive.
A pleasure doing business. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Where that, I suggest that you...
The furniture maker.